So party code is up now. First come, first serve for the first game for subs that want to play. For subsequent games, I'll ask the people that have already gotten a chance to play wait to give new folks a chance to play. It's in the Underlords channel, Debo 4. One, two, three, four, five, six. Got room for one more. Welcome to everybody that's coming in this morning, by the way. If you're someone who's a new viewer that found us just by checking out the Underlords section on Twitch, my name is Jeff Hoagland. I stream full-time here. I do a lot of Magic the Gathering. This is my full-time job, streaming here. I've really enjoyed this game, though, so I've been adding a smattering of this into my schedule to complement my Magic stuff. Hey, D-Spark, thanks for the brand new Prime support. Hope your Tuesday is finding you well. Thanks for keeping me around. I'm gonna grab Tusk here on one. Tusk is one of the ones. Tusk and Enchantress are like both fine first pickups. They both scale well into late game, but again, when you're starting early in this game, you don't want to be, you want to allow yourself to be a little bit flexible. There's definitely some compositions that are better than others, but which of the better compositions you end up inside of, you want to not have that set as you go, and you want to move into the one that you open. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to a turbo mode, Jin. If they can figure out a way to make this gameplay translate elegantly to like 15-minute games, I think this genre is going to be incredibly successful, especially Underlords because it's on mobile. Well, you know. And remember, just because I rolled a 2-star on him early, that doesn't mean I'm going to keep him, because 2-star 1-cost units sell back for the same amount. Double gold, double hero roster result in faster games. Yeah, there's a lot of knobs they could tweak to make the games go faster. I think they could also experiment with like less than 8 players. You have shorter games. That way you could have shorter starting health totals. Yeah, not with Tusk though. Tusk is pretty busted. Well, you know. Thank you, RNGesus. Thank you, RNGesus, for my units. I appreciate you. All right, we're going pro and Underlords. Underlords pro. GG. Sometimes the game tells you what to play. Yep. I'll miss your Magic stream. Yep, we're done with Magic. We've officially gone pro here. All right, yep. I would love to find a Pudge, because Pudge would round out my Heartless bonus and work towards being a warrior as well. I think it's still right to take Embarrassment of Riches on 3 here. I don't think you take this as your round 10 item, but I think this is fine. You can't buy 3 Pudges. That's true. I think I just take TB, right? Is TB or Chaos Knight the higher individual equality unit? I think it's TB. That could go either way. You think Chaos Knight's individually better? 650, 55. Yeah, I guess Chaos Knight might actually be a little bit better, huh? He's tankier. Wow, they also have a 2-star drow.
Wish I could say I was surprised.
I'm gonna grab the Chaos Knight here. He goes into more compositions. And like there's a bat here with him that might be good. I know I often tell people to always buy everything early, but Tinker sucks. He can rot there. So, win streaking early in Underlords generally requires being incredibly fortunate. And this is a game where we've been incredibly fortunate. So we might realistically be able to win streak this game. In fact, we're going to go hard here and just drop this other drow in, I think. Let's just like hit level 5 right now and try and win streak. Yeah, like, our composition this game is, like, good to the point that even somebody else who got kind of an okay composition, we're probably still going to be able to win streak over them.
Were they even trying?
You want to go into the warriors over the knights? I don't think so. I think in terms of like individual quality, these units are lower than the knights. And the knights potentially scale into the late game better than the warriors do. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, hey, hey. This troll warlord is absurd. Yeah, something really embarrassing is going to have to happen for us to not win this game. We're 2% to get a 4-star unit. 2% to get a 4-star unit. So, let's call my shot. I would like a Lycan next, because Lycan would give me Savage and a 3rd warrior. I would like a Lycan, please. 23% on 3 stars. I would like one of your finest Lycans. We'll swap out this CK. Rats, we're so unlucky, chat. Didn't even get the Lycan. You think I should file for compensation because of how unlucky we are? I'm gonna sell both of these and get my interest point. You think I want the Sandlar? Is he better than CK? Because he has to replace CK. Alright, let's try it. Let's try it. Yeah, Sandlar's doing fine. We'll pick these up speculatively. We'll pick an axe in case we roll 2 axes in the next one. Alright, so what's the other person streaking doing? Oh, they're playing Inventors. Easy game. We did win the last game. We repositioned, which allowed us to pivot really hard. I think Witch Doctor is much better than this knight, especially in our composition. So I'm gonna swap that. I actually really like Witch Doctor, and this keeps my troll bonus. I could go full troll here, huh? I might pick these up speculatively and go full troll. If we 2-star these, we'll probably put the 4 trolls in. I like the troll composition too. It's very strong. That yo emote's great. Thanks, Flames. The troll buff gives all trolls plus 65 attack speed and all non-trolls plus 30 attack speed. Let's level. Huh. If I level, I can drop my warrior bonus for the troll bonus. That's probably worth it, huh? Let's do this. It's like, doesn't give me a lot of tanky units, though. Vino is Savage and Warlock. That's true. I don't know that I want to replace my 2-star Drow with it, though. I'm gonna pick up the Vino as a spec, for sure. Vino might slot in here as, like, our next unit. The feat buff is the troll buff. It gives everything plus 60%. Our trolls gain plus 65 attack speed, and non-trolls gain plus 30. Yeah, look at that Warlord DPS. You know, I honestly liked Vino before the buff too, and it's definitely great after the buff. I might rush 7 here and drop Vino in. Yeah, we're definitely gonna do another sub game after this. We're gonna play. The plan is to do Underlords until about 11 a.m. on Tuesday and Thursday mornings. It's about 9 a.m. It's 9 a.m. local for me right now. Yeah, like, he's got the troll buff and he's got the 20% buff from being next to Drow. If we hit a Mask of Madness for the troll warlord, would love to hit a mask. We're currently on a win streak 6. It resets after 8, right? So, like, spending down my economy, dropping 20 to level to, like, get my guaranteed win streak bonus in does not seem terrible. This is creep, so we're not spending this round. Yeah, you get +4 if you manage to win streak to 8, which is, like, a pretty big deal. You think we're strong enough that we don't need to dump 20? There's another person win streaking on 6 as well. Yeah, I agree. Running hot, baby, running hot. I probably want Pudgy, huh? I probably want Pudge. Pudge is going to be my next unit, probably. They gives me Heartless and this. We'll grab Vino here as well once the round starts. You want Pudge over Vino? Yeah, that's fair, I think, actually. Yeah, that's probably fair, because I need more tanks, right? Yeah, more tanks, especially with this troll bonus. Like, oh, look at Tusk go. Look at Tusk go. 18 and 1600 on the Tusk. Look at him glow blue. Look at him glow blue. Yeah, I'm probably not in for Sandlar at this point, right? I'm 1 away from upgrades on these. I don't even have 2 stars on these yet. Oh, it stacks? The troll bonus stacks. That's so stupid. All right, so now he's next to 3 trolls and this. Probably put him all the way in the back so he doesn't die. Pocket warlord. Should Drow be center? Oh, if I do that, he's still next to everything. Yeah, that's right. That's fine. I mean, Drow and these trolls are very similar, right? Because the trolls give plus 25 attack speed, and she's plus 20%. Tusk might go all the way this game. Still pretty early. Melt the Kunkka! Melt the Kunkka! Just like, but between the time when he sent the boat and when the boat got there, they basically died. I feel like my opponents need to have units with more hit points so I can have a better chance for Troll Warlord to melt them more. Warlord's not living up to his full potential right now because my opponent's comps don't have enough health. Yeah, Drow's probably not in our final composition at this point. In fact, if I hit level 2 Vino, I'll probably swap the Drow for Vino. Which means Pudge is also looking for a better warrior. And like, these are like, when you're trying to figure out like what your composition's doing, like figuring out these small upgrades like this. Do I want the gloves on the troll? Yeah, probably. Probably. So if I swap this for this, I lock in Savage and Warlock. And that means I no longer need this bonus because I've lost Drow. So it means eventually we want like a Kunkka or a Doom for this. So the problem with going Knight here is I'm not really going to have much of a Knight bonus because my Knights are never going to be adjacent to each other. I did not see a message come through, Ostin, but thank you for the resub. I appreciate it. I don't know. Savage is pretty good. The Savage bonus with Troll Warlock attacking as much as he is. You think Warlord needs to be forward more? His range is worse than Drow. That's true. Again, not rolling aggressively, even though I'm close on a few upgrades, because I don't really want to, lose my interest bonus. Sand King would be a good pickup. Why? For the stun? Other people are starting to catch up in level to us. There we go. Troll's starting to live up to his full potential. Just the old 2K. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Sand King really fits into what we're doing here. I think Vino's fine over Drow if we can hit that bonus. The stat screen is up here in the upper left. You click this button. I think it's bound to tab by default if you're a hotkey person. Okay, talk about upgrades. This is creep, so let's not do anything stupid, Hogland. You think 2 Heartless is better than the Savage? It gives me Warlock too, though. It's like Warlock and Savage. Maybe I just wait till we find Necro. Remember when I said it didn't matter if you reposition things? Yeah, a Lycan as another tank would not be terrible. Although it doesn't round out any synergies for me. It would just be Savage. It would be a 4th warrior. Yeah, creep rounds are every 5. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. It's a real shame. It's a real shame I spent my RNGesus on a sub game and not a ranked game. Can I roll up? Can I roll up to 8 after this round? Is that crazy? Can I roll up to 8? I think I'm gonna roll up to 8 and drop the Vino in. Oh no! Oh no! Chat! Chat, no! Oh no! Yikes! Alright, are we pulling back to a corner? I think we're pulling back to a corner. Alright. We're one unit away from upgrades on 3 of these things. Disruptor's probably better than Vino, huh? How do you feel about Disruptor versus Vino? I lose the Savage bonus if I do that swap, and I am only 1 away from the Vino upgrade. And like, Arc Warden really sucks. Yeah, I think Vino's probably better. I'll buy the Disruptor, but I don't know that we're gonna end up playing it. I might end up selling it if it's interest rate. Disruptor is a very individually powerful unit. You're not wrong. So, I have the global item for trolls, so my trolls are giving a similar effect to Drow right now. I don't know if I'm into Kunky here. Vino units are bugged. Alright, I'd buy that for $1. Alright, we've kind of fallen off here, huh?
Smart choice.
Yeah, we're probably off of these permanently. I don't really have a good gauge for, like... I wish I had a better gauge for, like, if this was actually relevant or not. Sell that for an interest point. Yeah, I'd really like a Pudge upgrade. Another shaman, troll shaman would be good too. If I roll a 2-star on these, maybe we'll slot them in. Because we have higher class of criminal, we're probably gonna have a hard time finding these. I'm gonna sell these back. I'm gonna leave this because we're only 1 away from hitting a 2-star in the Shadow Shaman, and I'm definitely invested in trolls at this point. So I'd like a Pudge and a Shadow Shaman. We could realistically 3-star Vino this game, because we have higher class of criminal. Do I want Copter just on its own? Is Copter good enough to, like, solo? I mean, I could take it speculatively, but I don't know where it slots in over what we have going on. Oh, because it's got high individual damage. Do I want to replace something here? I could give up my Heartless bonus. I don't know. I feel like I'm not quite married to this Drow. Let's put him in the corner by a bunch of trolls. That's an Enigma and a Necro. This keeps my Heartless bonus. I could get to Warlock. Man, that copter tried its darndest. It did not quite carry it fully, but Copter picked that game up and tried to carry it on its back for us. Relic on Copter, yeah, it's probably a good idea. Push for a level and drop Enigma. Yeah, I could maybe do that. We're starting to lose at this point, so that might be a good decision. Yeah, we need upgrades for sure. I've got too many 1-star units at this point, so we're starting to fall off. Am I supposed to pivot off of trolls? You think we want Kunkka over Pudge? I think we're supposed to pivot off of trolls, huh? As much as Pudge is flashing in my face at the moment. I have the troll global, yeah. I could just sit on 2 trolls. Like I could sell off of these 2 1-stars and like keep Warlord. I think 1-star Witch Doctor's better than 2-star Bat Rider. Yeah, I'd believe that. I'd believe that. No, I definitely don't want to go off of that. I think I want to sell out of these 1-cost units. They're also like taking up space on my bench. I have infinite money for rolls at this point, so let's just start figuring stuff out here, huh? This might be okay. Yeah. Yep. You want Necro for Disruptor? I could see that. Do we want Necro? How do we feel about Necro versus Disruptor in the long term? I'm gonna sell Pudge. Because, like, I'm probably not getting Warlock 6, right? This is a creep round, so I'm not rolling aggressively. Yeah, I definitely want to get some 2 stars. Yeah, I probably want to wait and decide which one ends up on a 2 star before I do that. So. Vino's a 2 star, though. My issue is not enough 2 star units. I get that the higher cost 1 star units are good, but they're still kind of squishy. It's an upgrade for a unit I'm not playing. That's an alchemist that could round out. Is 6 warlocks even worth it? Do I go 6 warlocks here? Yeah, I shouldn't have bought the Arc Warden. 6 warlocks is busted. Let's try it. For the sake of science, let's go to 6 warlocks. All right, how are we doing this? I've got 4 warriors right now, right? So let's get Alkin here. I think I'm gonna swap out the copter. You want Doom over Lycan? Okay.
You could never win without me.
God, where are my upgrades?
Power is undisputed.
Alright, I don't want to roll more. You think I want to sell the Lycan? Yeah, I guess Lycan doesn't really fit into what I'm doing. He gives a Savage bonus, though. Yeah, the tank line being 1 star is not great. I agree. We're dying a lot, chat. I need some upgrades. We're still just on like a 1 star troll. Copter was most of our damage. Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, I don't even know that my economy was really messed up. I feel like we just never rounded out. Like, I feel like the actual issue is that we just never found any 2 star units. Like, we rolled a lot and never put any 2 stars together. Yeah, we definitely lack damage output. Hey, Acer. Thanks for the 12 months of support. I appreciate that. Welcome. Like I had at one point, Bob, I don't know how closely you've been paying attention. At one point, I had At one point, I had like 80 gold this game, so I don't think my economy management was the issue. I definitely think we had issues this game, obviously, but I don't think my economy was that issue. That's a Kunkka I don't have in play. This is it. We're dead. I probably should have rolled more aggressively here, because we're at 4. So if we don't win here, the game is over. Yeah. We died before the Warlock bonus took effect. Yeah. Well, we didn't get the higher class of criminal too early. Yeah, I feel. Yeah, I'd have to go back and look at it. Honestly, I think the biggest issue is that we moved into these units that ended up being squishy. Someone asked me what my opinion on the Warlock buff is, and honestly, after playing that game, the Warlock buff seems incredibly mediocre. Like, I feel like we had so many four cost units, and we hit so many 2-star things. I mean, I can go back and rewatch this game because it's on my Twitch, Bob. Like, I feel like this is not something I ever want to push into ever again. I mean, I don't know, like, you can focus on the RNG, but, like, you can't control the RNG in these games. So, like, if you sit there and focus on the fact that you got unlucky, you're just, like, writing off your loss as opposed to trying to understand the things you could control. And I think saying economy was not good is not true, because I had way too much money at one point. So I think my lack of, part of the issue is probably that, like, one of my warriors was this troll. And, like, this Warlock change the Warlock buff did not really seem like it did anything. Like, any of the other compositions, like, I get 6 of the same thing. And it feels like I end up being pretty strong. But, like, 6 Warlocks there with a number of 2-stars. I had a number of 2-stars, and I had just, like, a lot of high-cost units that were 2-starred too. And we still just, like, kinda got slaughtered. Alright, party code is in the subs Discord. Feel free to pop on in. We're gonna play another one here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got room for one more. All right, sweet. Looks like we hit it. Let's do it. For people who are some of my Magic regulars that are wondering what's up with the schedule, remember you can always type !schedule in chat. My plan is to try and do Underlords on Tuesday and Thursday morning for the next couple of weeks and see how the numbers are and what the feedback's like.
You won't regret this.
We'll be starting Magic the Gathering about 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. Second one of those is fine. No Tusk up here to round out Savage is kind of sad. Drow and Batrider are both okay units. I'll grab Batrider. Could you showcase how the druids are upgraded now? You mean like what the druid bonus does? You mean you're incapable of mousing over the power-up inside the game that you're actually playing? This game's probably going to be really hard for someone like you if mousing over a thing's difficult. Probably not going to have a good time in this chat either. You can't fix stupid, but you can fix lazy, so I'd encourage you to work on that.
You made the right call.
Man, being in sub-only chat for Magic has really made me forget how stupid some general Twitch chat comments are. I like how we talked about someone being too lazy to mouse over a thing over here, and someone compares it to something that the tutorial doesn't show you. Like, do you not understand those are like fundamentally two different things? I agree the tutorial not showing you certain game things is bad, but like the tutorial not showing you a game thing is completely different than you like not clicking on this thing and like mousing over it here. Like those are like night and day comparisons. Chaos Knight's much better than this bat. Trolls did me dirty after the last game, so I don't know that I want to pick them again. You think I want the Lina? Lina's damage output is pretty crazy, and druids go okay with mages if we can find like a trend, but I also like on one cost everything, so we're not really working towards anything yet. This is a pretty early Lina. Maybe I just sell these and buy the Lina. I can see that.
Burn it down.
You did great.
And I would just like the record to state, there's nothing wrong with not knowing something. We all start somewhere. But in my opinion, there is something wrong with not knowing something and then complaining you don't know it when that information is very easily accessible to you.
I can protect this.
Might. We won the first round by happenstance. Our squad's like okay here. So like we have two 2-stars with the druid bonus. And like I've got a CK and a Lina for some damage output, so we might be fine. Yeah, we played assassins before. They're okay. My biggest note about assassins would be that you never want to go 9 assassin. You usually want to go 6 assassin and then supplement them with other units that fill in well. So you can always overfill the board if you want. It's just if the round starts while your board is overfull, it sends one of the overfull units that's highlighted in red back to your bench. And if there's not room for it to send it back to your bench, it sells it for you. So you'll actually see me as we get into the mid game, we'll overstore units on the board a lot of the time to be able to like float units in between, which is nice. I think Trent here is better than this guy. He's really tanky.
Let's make
Hey, welcome back, Arcane. Yeah, Trent is just like a really good individually quality unit. Especially when you have Enchantress paired with him to heal. I'm gonna grab Viper here. We'll probably end up selling it, but it could go somewhere. Who knows? Again, just you want to kind of like buy everything early speculatively because you don't know which direction you're going to end up in, and they sell back for the same cost. So buying more is generally better than buying less. Like, good chance I sell these two and like collect interest this round. That's a really early Doom. It's a pretty early Abaddon too. Probably going to pick up these two once the round starts. Again, once the round starts, you lock in your interest. Yeah, like if we rolled a DK here instead of the Doom, the Viper and the DK would go in.
I believe in us.
I'm really not a huge fan of Bounty Hunter. Doom over Chaos Knight probably makes sense. That's a 4-cost 1-star versus a 2-cost 1-star. This also gives me a warrior bonus. So, if I find like a Lycan, it slots in really nicely. It's another tree end. I probably want to pick up these Crystal Maidens. We could maybe push towards mages this game. Pudge could maybe be an okay. Pudge could maybe be okay. We could go like warrior mages potentially.
We work well together, don't we?
One away from a magic bonus? Actually, you know what? Let's do that.
I think we got this.
Yeah, Razor would be great. I'm banking on winning this round to get my interest. Yeah, I'd like a better mage for this ideally. I'm also not super committed to warriors at the moment. We're getting more committed to mages because a 2-star 2-cost unit does not sell back for the full amount, so you lose a little bit of value there. If you end up not having this in your final composition. Crystal Maiden slots into a lot of comps though, because their passive just generating mana is like pretty good. And there's incidental humans in a lot of places. I could sell all of these to get my interest point, but I think I want to save these because like if I hit another tree end, I can upgrade this and then get a random 3-star every turn. Yeah, if you finish, like, if you start with 9 and you win the round, the +1 counts towards your interest for the next round, which feels really unintuitive, but it's how it works. Hey, what's going on, Karn? Yeah, I agree. She's subtly very strong. It's also weird because, like, let's say you have 9 gold, you spend down after the round starts, and you win, you still get an interest point. Yeah, Crystal Maid is super good with Arc Warden. That's definitely true. So, normally this item is absurd, but if we're gonna end up in mages, it's actually not that good. because reducing armor is less good when we're doing magic damage. Razor is everything I wanted for Christmas. Goodbye, Ogre Magi. DPS, DPS, DPS. Get him. Get him.
We gotta work together.
You think I want Tiny? Yeah, it can't hurt to buy him. He has a primordial with Razor. Speaking of, look at him. Look at him. Razor's one of the many melty units in this game. Yes, yeah. There's a effective a level 11 if you have higher class criminal and are already on 10. You get more likely to hit the higher things. It becomes impossible to find 1-star things. That's a Tusk upgrade. 2-star Tusk versus 1-star Doom. That might be worse. It rounds out the Savage bonus too, though. I might be wrong. You want to replace the tree and keep the Doom. That's an interesting thought. I don't hate that line of thinking. I could eventually pivot. I could eventually pivot off of Druids altogether. Like if I hit a Lycan here, Lycan would be really good. I could also just level. This probably isn't a terrible point to level. Yeah, leveling gives me a chance to hit a better chance to hit Lone Druid, which is nice. So you get 1 experience for the round finishing, so I didn't need to click again to level. I'm gonna sell these and get my interest point. Probably pick up the Crystal Maiden speculatively because it's early enough that we could 3-star her reasonably. If I find like a Kunkka or a Lycan, we'll probably replace Trient with that. Lone Druid would also be an upgrade for him. Oh no! They killed Razor before he ulted. Wow, they're streaking at the top and we just slaughtered them. Yep, yeah, the corner does counter assassins pretty hard. It's very true. Alright, we're probably just sitting for the next 2 rounds now. Because I don't have anything that I'm really interested in doing this round, and then next round's the creep round. I've been noticing that it's saying you are earning so much for the round, such as 9. I'm seeing you only get 8 or 1 less. So the 1 gold you get, and that's very confusing when you're starting out. The 1 gold that you get for winning the match, you get over the round, you get immediately, which feels weird. The gold you get for winning the match happens like right now. Like, as soon as victory comes up, we get that one. You see I ticked to 27 there. And then it shows it on the total screen, though. So it is, I agree that that's confusing. I wish there was a better way for the interface to, like, clarify what's happening. Honestly, I think the victory gold pre-interest should just be cut. It feels clunky, it's awkward, and it's hard to explain to new people. So I think it's a bad thing overall. Gosh, Troll Warlord's a good unit, but it just really doesn't fit in with what I'm doing here, right? Like, I kind of want my warriors to be frontline. Sure, it technically changes the strategy, but it changes it in a way that feels clunky and rushed and is hard to explain. And, like, the small amount of strategical value you gain for that, I feel like is outweighed by making it a lot less beginner-friendly. Yeah, I'll buy it because it's a free reroll. You're right. You are right. We're not super committed to mages. Yeah, I agree. It feels like a holdover from the mod. And, like, we'll see more changes like that as, yeah, they've got a 2-star Lena over here, too. So we're kind of fighting with them for mages. Those other items are pretty bad, so we'll grab that one. That's one of those things like mana burn, where people who are really invested are gonna be like, nah, man, you can't get rid of mana burn. Mana burn is everything. Mana burn gives me life. But in reality, mana burn is just stupid and it shouldn't exist. It's just like one of those things where like, or like damage on the stack. Was anybody playing Magic when the damage on the stack change happened? I remember that one. People like rioted over that one. And that was an incredibly good change. Taking damage off the stack was a good change. So for people that weren't around back then, how damage used to work in Magic is you could, when your units inside of combat, they wouldn't just immediately kill each other. There would be a moment where damage would be marked to be put on them, but you could still sacrifice them to things. So like something like Mog Fanatic could block, assign a point of combat damage, and then sacrifice itself to its effect to deal another point of damage. It was super awkward and convoluted and unnecessary. I missed an Enchantress earlier, didn't I? I probably should be picking these up to maybe 3-star. Yeah, Siege Gang Commander, Sakura Tribe Elder, and it functionally made some cards worse, but it was silly and convoluted, and it was one of those things similar to like this interest coin that we're talking about where it made players who understood the rules feel smart because they got to get new people, but in reality the amount of strategy it added didn't make up for how convoluted and silly it kind of was. I thought we were losing this combat, but it ended up pulling out. Are we win streaking? We just like happen to be win streaking? Do I want Puck? I might want Puck. Puck, like, if we roll a level 2 Puck and we like pick up a DK, it might be fine. What's our DPS? Yeah, Doom. 1-star Doom is like a big boy. Yeah, cutting him that one round we cut him was wrong.
Try to pair me up with positive people, okay?
Perfect. I normally you don't roll before you're about 8 stars or so, but I'm win streaking and I really wanted at least one upgrade here, so that way I could hopefully keep win streaking. Because I would like the extra gold from that ideally. Sorry, I did doubt. It's just really hard to get time in to talk during my normal workday. Like, I'm streaming infinite hours, like, between now and the next few days. One of your other people had messaged me too. Because, like, tomorrow, I think I'm even starting early because the tournament starts at 11 a.m. So I want to make sure I get 2 modern leagues in before that. Yeah, Knights keep melting us. Scooty's dealt us our last 2 losses, and their composition's really strong. They've got a bunch of Knights with good synergies. They got 6 Knights already, yeah, and they have a bunch of 2 stars. So tomorrow there is a Twitch Rivals draft tournament that's happening, and then Thursday I'm playing in the fandom tournament. Yeah, we've been crushing everyone who's not Scooty. Getting up to 6 mages is probably pretty key for beating them eventually. Is this the other mage player? I think so. Yeah. Yeah, Razor's great. Level 2 Razor, even more great. They have a very similar composition to us, which is unsurprising. Our composition's a little bit stronger though. We need some more mages. We're going into a creep round though, so we'll level to 8 here after the creep round. And we'll see where we want to go from there. Puck and Ogre Magi are like pretty terrible. Lone Druid's real good. Definitely better than that Enchantress, I think. Does the -3 armor stack? I don't think so. I don't know for sure, though. I think I want higher class of criminal here again. I like putting him up front so that way he accumulates mana a little bit faster. Those are melty horses. I wanted to level this round, right? So let's just do that. Keeper's one of the payoffs for being in mages. I'm still, like, waffling on warriors and druids. I probably want to pick a lane there eventually. Oh, no! Oh, no! Pudge yoinked my keeper. Wow, we just got dumpstered there, huh? Alright, so we probably want to start rolling for some upgrades here now that we're level 8 and our squad's getting kind of smoked here. We also have higher class of criminals, so the chance of hitting some good mages here is, like, pretty good. Or like a Doom upgrade or some better warriors. Kunky or Tide would be okay. We're lose streaking at this point, which is kind of sad. Kunkka, there's Kunkka. Do I pull off of the druids? I think I pull off of the druids here, right? I think I just full pull off of the druids. May or may not be right. Really need to hit. Yeah, we're losing to Swift now too. We were beating them earlier. All right, let's sell these and try and hit some upgrades. Razor's the only thing we're close to an upgrade on, unfortunately. Do you have a link for the headset I use? Somewhere, not offhand. Oh, Lycan is definitely better than Troll Warlord in our composition. Might reasonably max this Lena. I probably want to pull Lycan forward. He's positioned where Lone Druid was positioned, which is not ideal for him. Really need to get some of my 3 and 4 cost units up to 2 stars, though, if I want to have a chance here. Yeah, like we did pretty okay here. If we get 1 or 2 more upgrades, we're gonna be okay. We're starting to take some real damage, though. Our life total's starting to get actually pretty low.
About time someone recognizes my talent.
Oh, Lycan, what do I do with you? I think I'm supposed to sell the Tusk and get the Lycan. Tusk might not make the final cut. We only got 1 or 2 more losses in us, so I probably am spending out next round. Actually, this is round 24, so we'll get interest this round and next round, and then we're gonna spend down trying to stay alive here. So this is the last round we can afford to take a big hit. Yeah, if we replace Tusk with a human, though, I would get this extra human bonus. Yeah, Savages as Mages is not very good. Yeah, this is a creep round, so I'm gonna get my interest for 1 more round. And then we'll full roll. So what human do I want to replace Tusk with? Would a Dragonite be better, perhaps? And then I could get Dragonite would allow me to work a Puck in at some point to the composition. So I never played Dota Under Chess, so people giving me comparisons to Auto Chess, I didn't play that ever. The bird was frozen there. I think DK and then maybe we find a Puck to round out mages too could be good. And like I said, we're down to 18 health again here. We had some really medium games today. Have not been playing well. You want a Lich? Yeah, Lich would be pretty good. I agree with that. None of these are great. I guess Force Staff is fine. Oh, that's a tide. All right. Hopefully that's enough to stay alive this turn. I'm gonna hold my interest. Please be enough to win a round. Please be enough to win a round. We upgraded Razor. We added a tide. We upgraded Doom. Oh, that was not a good tide alt. I think we might be dead. I'm at 18. If we have a small loss, we could be okay here still. All right. And now it's really time to blow the full load because we're dead. We're dead after 1 more. That's a Lich. Who is Lich better than? you think it's better than Lycan? Kunkka 1? Yeah, maybe. I think we're probably dead. And I didn't, and this is, I need to be able to click faster at the end. I just didn't click fast enough. I didn't get to spend through my gold. So like, it's pretty inoptimal. If we get really fortunate here. Oh, we got paired into the one person who's losing more than we are. I could get full mages. Do I get full mages? One of them's a puck, though. I could level. God, it's like all my gold. All right. Oh, I have to do this though, right? This is probably terrible, but that's all we've got. Yeah, I ran out of time here at the end. This wasn't really working too optimally. I pulled my Kunkka, which means I don't have another stun coming. Yeah. Yeah. And we died. Yeah, I know. None of my positioning was optimal here. You don't need to shout the things that I did. I did shitty at the end here. Yeah, Disruptor. Disruptor was really good against us. Yeah, that was rough. Whoa. Yeah, I think we were too far behind, and I didn't, like I said, my biggest mistake there at the end was I should have started panic rolling sooner, because if I feel like anytime I lose with that much gold at the end, I should have been panic rolling sooner, and I think leveling was maybe wrong. All right, let's do one more sub game before we move on to arena for the rest of the afternoon. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Everyone's having a good one. If you're a new viewer just dropping in from the Underlord section, my name is Jeff Hoagland. I stream Magic and other strategy games here full-time on Twitch, primarily Magic. My plan is to do Underlords every Tuesday and Thursday morning moving forward though. Start about 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, and I'm planning to play till about 11 o'clock or so. If these segments are more popular, I will probably devote more time to Underlords, but it's hard to say. A little bit less than my normal amount of Magic Online viewers right now, so that's not terrible considering we're just getting started with doing this on the regular. So if you're a sub who's interested in playing a sub game with us before we're done for the day, we've got 3 more spots here it looks like, so feel free to pop on in. Yeah, Disruptor is really good against corner strategies, and there were just so many people in at that point that I don't think I could justify repositioning against one Disruptor. That's good. That's good feedback. A lot of the unit compositions, and it's hard to counter composition like when there's 8 people in the game still. Like when you get down to 2 or 3, counter comping is reasonable, but like when there's just infinite people, it's hard. If you're one of my Magic players who's dropping in and you think this game's looked interesting for the time we spent playing it, this game's completely free to play, and it's not just free to play as in free to install like Magic is. It doesn't cost you any dollars to be competitive in this game. This game's fully cross-platform. You can play on Windows, Linux, OS X, Android, and iOS. Yeah, I didn't hit 6 mages till too late, and by the time I hit 6 mages, like, I still had a lot of squishy ones, like Puck and stuff like that. Oh, without Final Flash, yeah, that's true. That one definitely helps the mages. Shadow Shaman's like a mediocre first pick. I guess I could pick Drow first pick. Drow scales okay into late. Yeah, I might swap this for a Drow. Drow's probably the better unit overall. The Shaman buff sucks. I'm honestly not sure that the existing Shaman buff is better than the old one. I feel like the old shaman and old warlock buffs might actually be better. Like in terms of power level. These units all kind of suck. Bloodseeker occasionally does stuff. If you roll a bunch of Bloodseekers and maybe move into assassins, it's okay. Six assassin is fine if you can find the blinding, whatever it's called, the pocket sand. Give him the old rusty Shackleford. These items kind of suck, and the Savage bonus is really good, so I'm going to pick this up knowing that I might not do anything with it this game. Yeah, the fact that everything is heads up in this game makes it a great streaming game, especially for playing with viewers. European news. The new Silver Lining seems like it sucks also. One of the things that's interesting about streaming Underlords is that unlike Magic, where we drop viewers every time a deck finishes, when I'm streaming this game, I have a 10% or so viewer drop off every time a game finishes. Like, people get invested in watching through the end of a game and then they leave. Which means it seems like this game's likely to have a higher turnover rate throughout the course of streaming than something like Magic does, where I stick to decks for 90 minutes to 2 hours, since these games only last like 45 minutes at most. Gosh, all of these units are kind of mediocre. I don't think it's strange at all. I think it's natural for there's always going to be turnover, and I feel like people look for breakpoints. Like, as someone who watches Underlord games, that's something I could have realized too from just my own watching habits. Like, when I'm watching someone, even if there's someone that I like if I have something else to do, I'll usually watch through the end of the game and then leave. But it's just an interesting thought from a streaming standpoint that turnover is more frequent in this game than it would be in Magic because of that nature. So we're kind of a mess again. That's fine. The problem these last couple games is we stayed a mess for too long. So if you can figure out what direction you want to go in by round 10 or so, things end up better for you. Like all of these, even the Warlock. Like, we've got 3 warriors, I guess, but even that, we're not still like Chaos Knight just like picking the game up and carrying it on his back. You have a big turnover at noon EST. No, not really, Boshek. In fact, when I do like Magic throughout the day, usually, especially when I do like Moto into... When I do like Magic Online into Arena, my viewer count pretty much just steadily rises until about 2:30 or so. And then it tapers off a little bit a lot of the time. Yeah, I plan to give this a fair shake. I figure if this can match my Magic Online numbers within a month or so, we'll probably keep doing it. But if it can't get up to even like what Magic Online does in the morning, I probably won't be part of my long-term content. Probably just be something I play mostly off stream. Oh, I did pick up the Savage item. That's fair.
That might teach you.
Maybe that's a reason to keep the Treant, because Treant works with this. I forgot we picked that up. There's a lot going on in these games and like talking about what we're doing while we're doing it. So that's actually just not how Twitch works really too. So people don't just like randomly scroll down. It's actually arguably easier for me to collect more viewers in a game like this, where when I have 600 people, I'm in like the top 6 people. Whereas with TFT, if I showed up and was streaming TFT with this many viewers, I would be nowhere near the top X number of people streaming in that game. I'd probably be like 5 or 6 rows down. So like the way viewership on Twitch works, most people don't scroll past the first like 6 people streaming. Like, the teamfight tactic numbers are inflated because, like, if you look at the numbers of the people streaming, like, people aren't watching teamfight tactics, they're watching the streamers that are streaming it. Like, all the people that have numbers in teamfight tactics have numbers because they were big in other games like League or Hearthstone beforehand. Correct, yeah. There is value to being a big fish in a small pond. I mean, that's exactly how Magic works, right? Like, the, 1,500 people or 2,000 people I get streaming Magic, like, isn't big for real games, but, like, I have, in Magic that puts you towards the top, which is, like, more than good enough to get out ahead. That's a double upgrade. That's nice. Feel like we need some damage? Sure. And, like, that's a good thing to identify, but there's not anything you can really do about it if you don't actually roll damage. We'll grab these Arc Wardens, because if we hit an early L2 Arc Warden, that could be funny. Tiny technically synergizes with him. The primordial bonus is, like, not particularly great, though. Hey, Redbeard, thanks for 11 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. But I mean, like, so, Solera, the thing you need to, again, this is the thing a lot of people don't understand about Twitch. If you're someone who's already at the top of the category, it's easy to pick up viewers. But if you're not someone who's automatically in that top category, the way Twitch works, people just don't scroll past it. Well, why does the Shaman bonus have to be so bad? That's the question I have to ask myself. Why does the Shaman bonus have to be so bad? And again, we picked up the Savage bonus. Hey, thanks, Teng. Hey, thanks for the tip, Scholar. I appreciate that. Are we cutting something in for later today? We get some Risen Reefs in this afternoon with the combo. 10 out of 10. That will be up first today. We're going to start, this is our last game of Underlords for the morning, then we'll be shifted over to some Arena. I mean, again, that's just, like, functionally not true. Like, Hafu was that high because Hafu is exactly what I described previously, which is they were someone that previously had a large audience on Twitch. Like, this is my full-time job. I understand this industry. I understand how the things on Twitch work. So trust me when I tell you that you're wrong and you don't understand this here. I could maybe have sold some things to hit my interest point here. I still don't even know if these are worthwhile. Like, finding a 4-cost disruptor is not something that's going to happen for a while. So, like, if I'm not putting these in play, they're just, like, kind of sitting here rotting on my bench. And it's like, while these things sit and rot on my bench, they're not collecting interest. Yeah, Disruptor getting the Warlock buff made it very splashable. Yeah, I agree with that. Oh, that's a Britch of the Aggressor. I don't hate that on him. That makes memeing with this slightly better. It's not like Refresher Orb good, but it's like fine. Okie doke. Okie doke. Here we go. You want boots on him, really? You think so? Oh, you're saying the other boots, the arcane boots. How much mana does he have? How do you tell how much total mana they have? Is there an easy way to tell that? The bedfellow items do stack. He has 100 mana. Okay, that makes sense. Sweet memes are made of these. Do 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 do. All right, now we just want a disruptor so we get that bonus. What do my synergies look like here? Like what am I doing? Urhua, thanks for the 19-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Hope you're having a fantastic Thursday wherever you are. I wouldn't mind picking up a CM at this point. A crystal maiden would work well with these. If you get the bloodbound item, the bloodbound strat is live. Oh, that's true. I do have a bloodbound Dorco. Dude, disarmed attackers just stop attacking? Is that how that works? Razor's another primordial. That could maybe be okay. No, I've just been trying to diversify my content past just magic stuff for a while, Jules. Just like having my entire income tied up in a product that's made by a company who has a bunch of people managing it who don't really like me doesn't seem like a good move financially if I can avoid it. So there hasn't been another game that's really piqued my interest to try and diversify. But this one's really captured my attention, so I'm attempting to do it with that. Yeah, probably going druids here is not terrible. Yeah, Enigma's a unit we're looking for. It's definitely true. This is round 13, so we're going to round 14 now. So usually you don't want to level up going into a creep round, so... Well, that's a tiny upgrade. That's a Crystal Maiden that I talked about maybe being okay. So let's upgrade tiny. Yeah, I agree. These guys soak up a lot of damage. No, I was talking about Wizards of the Coast. For people that are new coming from just popping in from the Underlords channel, I stream Magic as a full-time job, and Wizards of the Coast explicitly does not like to work with me. Because I point out when they make mistakes. They don't really work well with people that give open feedback in the public eye. And yes, they make them quite frequently. You are not wrong. This year has been a hot disaster of decisions for Wizards of the Coast. Every patch brings Arena closer to Magic Online. It's very depressing. Yeah, I'm probably selling stuff here. Yeah, we're kind of just all over the place again. Yeah. If you wanna understand the corporate culture of Wizards of the Coast, go read the Glassdoor reviews for them. Oh, I probably should have repositioned here. Our composition's pretty bad. We might actually lose this round because I didn't reposition. I should have. If your composition's good, you don't really need to reposition for this round. But your composition sucks, like mine kind of does. You should probably reposition. Hey, Arc Warden's trying his hardest, okay? Hey, a Ginger Wookie. Thanks for the half year support. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Yeah, they included alpha investments last time. So, one of the things Wizards doesn't... So one of the things that Wizards of the Coast, and I think a lot of companies actually don't really understand, is that follower count and subscriber count aren't the end-all, be-all for social media numbers. And a lot of people think that like that's the single most important thing. When in reality, it's really not. Like, the number of views your videos are getting and like your average concurrent viewers are a lot more meaningful. But like someone like Alpha Investments has like 200,000 YouTube subscribers. So like, for instance, I'm almost at 60,000 Twitch followers. But like, again, in my experience, like that number is kind of a meaningless metric because it doesn't actually translate into direct viewer count, which is ultimately what you want as a streamer. Hey, Volbert, thanks for the 14-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. It's so hard to tell how the battles versus assassins are going. You're like, am I winning or am I losing? Because like, which of their units are visible and which aren't? Oh, main god. I mean, Arc's a lot worse without the Bridge of the Aggressor. Does viewer count turn into income on Twitch? Not direct, to a degree with ad revenue, but for the most part, viewer count tends to translate to more subs because you get more eyes on you. Because like we talked about earlier, being higher in the list of people represented in a game means more people are more likely to click into you. I'm gonna sell this. If I can get Tree Ent to level 2, I probably want to move into these druids. I'm also got a second Crystal Maiden here, which is valuable. It's getting closer to Magic Online in the fact that every update feels like it makes Arena a clunkier, worse piece of software. The number of bugs, the number of issues, the number of load time problems. Yeah, I didn't put chat on the screen in this game like I do in Magic because there isn't just dead space in this game. In fact, arguably the interface is already kind of cluttered, so putting a chat scroller on screen too seems counterproductive. I guess I could maybe put it like right here. Maybe I could put it like right here and have it be okay, but I feel like that would be too many things on the screen. Let me go ahead and level here. That's double Kunkka. I definitely want the second Kunkka. The streamer Underlords UI isn't streamer friendly. What? So like, what does that mean? How do you make it? I actually think the Underlords UI is fine for streaming. It's just already busy, so I don't want to make it busier. Like, Like, I hate when people say things like buzzwords like that. They're like, oh, it's not friendly. Like, what does that actually mean? Like, how do you change it functionally to, like, envision what you think is more streamer friendly? Yeah, I think we're getting out of druids. And I missed interests I didn't get out of druids friendly. I actually think this UI is pretty streamer friendly because everything you want to see is on the screen from the start. It's just not, it doesn't have enough dead space to the point where I can put a bunch of other stuff on it. Think they actually read the comments? I hope so. I feel like they wouldn't send out a survey that long if they weren't actually reading it. All right, you know, sometimes you choose Kunkka, other times Kunkka chooses you. This warlock is like not really doing anything, but he's almost a 3-star, and like eventually we're gonna find a disruptor, and then that'll complete the warlock bonus. So that would be nice. I probably want the boots on Kunkka actually to try and heal him back so we can double boat. We're starting, our composition's like actually kind of coming together here. I would really love to get a CM 2-star and drop her into play, because she would round out my human bonus and she would pump up the mana on this. This is a creep round, so we're not going to do anything stupid, Hoagland. Is this troll doing anything for us? Oh, it's the shaman bonus, right? This troll warlord might be okay. The brawny buff actually isn't that good, right? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull Axe and put the troll warlord in. Yeah, I think I'm gonna pull Axe and put the troll warlord in. Kunkka taking some damage quicker tends to be good because that means he ults sooner. Juggernaut does okay damage. Juggernaut's another one that we can get rid of for a better tank later if it comes up. Like, Lycan might be a fine replacement for him eventually. We can also just double Kunkka if we get 2 Kunkka. The nice thing about Kunkka is if you get 2 Kunkka 2, it's like fine. You think I want Pudge? I guess Pudge does soak up a lot of damage, which is kind of what I'm looking for. Wow, we're getting dumpstered. The boat gave us a little bit of reprieve there. Can our Arc Warden carry? All right, we're snowballing. The Arc Warden's snowballing here. These 3-star trees are so brutal, though. Oh no, we got disrupted. All right, get him, friends, get him. We both just keep summoning extra dorks. I'm gonna sell out of the Juggernaut. That's a Crystal Maiden. I don't know. I don't know if that was right, if this is right, but it definitely sounds fun, so let's do it. I should probably move up Troll Warlord. His range isn't amazing. Yeah, if we hit a refresher orb, we're like kind of have everything we want to be doing. For the sake of the Arc Warden dream. Oh, we were so close. I probably want to pull him further out here so that way he doesn't get caught on the edge. Or has like room. I might actually want to split up my units so that way he has room to summon friends. Like pulling back is probably fine because I am mostly ranged, but I want space for him to summon things, right? We're at level 8 already. I don't think I want to start rerolling this. I think I want to collect interest through round 25. Hey, Kessel Runner, thanks for 13 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Oh, I probably don't want Maiden on the outside here. Because she's, I probably want Maiden towards the middle. You said you think I want Menka on... You don't think I want Menka on the middle? On the guy in the middle? I think I gotta want him on the guy in the middle. Yeah, this is DOTA Underlords, but this and DOTA are both completely free to play. And they're free to play, and not only that they're free to install, but they don't cost any money to actually play competitively. Which is nice. Well, we're one Warlock away from that upgrade. Yeah, I don't know. Him getting extra mana lets him just make more copies, though. It is a lot of healing. He gets enough mana. I don't know that that's true. Arc Warden's like actually doing work with CM here, which is sweet. I may or may not want Keeper. I'm not sure if I'm going to end up on this Razor, though. So that could be worse. Wow, they've got a lot of trolls. Brutal. Krells here. Moving the tanks up be better? Yeah, maybe. Let's try this on Arc Warden and see how it goes. Yeah, trolls plus knights are really good for sure. This is a creep round, so I don't want to do anything too silly. I arguably have one too many warriors at the moment. So I might want to swap one of those out down the line. I guess I don't really have anything specific I want to swap them for, though. Yeah, DK is a very individually strong unit. I kind of want to figure out, like, what direction I want my composition to go. I guess we're still looking for a disruptor, technically, right? To round things out. If we find him, he hits my shaman bonus and he gives me warlock. Yeah, maybe selling the Keeper and the Razor was wrong. Actually, you know what? The Razor replacing this probably would have been okay. This Troll Warlord's, like, also a little bit medium. I'm not sure that, like, I want a warrior that's in my back line. Well, I mean... Yeah, Disruptor would let me complete the Warlock bonus. That frees up a lot of space on my bench. Okay. Double Crystal Maiden. Double Crystal Maiden might also be okay here if I could hit another 2-star on that one. What creates the boat? Kunkka creates the boat. He's like the stun master. Does a lot of... Oh, that was a bad boat. Dang it, stun master. I was just talking you up, Kunkka. And you're like, nah. Trying to talk Kunkka up, and he throws the boat in the wrong direction. Her buff does... Crystal Maiden's buff doesn't stack? Really? Alright, time to roll. We're dying. Yeah, I thought it did. I have enough damage output. I'm gonna buy this Doom as an extra tank. Oh. I don't know what I'm looking for. Do-da. Bum 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 ba-da-da-dum. Forgot to put the stun hammer on something. I think we're gonna die. I think I need to start rolling inside of combat. Someone else had mentioned that too. I think that would be a good idea for me to do overall. Like maybe double Crystal Maiden. Arc Warden's gonna be good enough here. Nope, I think we're dead again. Yeah, I had a really bad string of games today. Do I live? I think we're exactly dead. No, are we going to 1? We're going to 1. All right. Oh, we're so close to so many things. I'm probably supposed to fit this into play too. That's my Hail Mary. Please win a round. And that's, we finally, at least when we lose here, I finally got to spend all my gold. Okay, we're gonna die again, but at least I spent all my gold. We almost got there. We spent most of it. Yeah, my positioning was probably bad here too. My positioning was probably bad there too. And like I hit these at the end. Maybe I should have dropped the Warlock in 2. Like my Lycan was stuck on 1 as well, so he probably should have come out. Like my front line. Yeah, my tier 2, I had tier 2 Melty Horses. The tier 2 Melty Horses popped off twice and they still weren't good enough. Yeah, I think they overcompensated on Knights. I was sloppy there at the end yet again, but I think they overcompensated on Knights in this game for sure. They were too weak when they first started, then they gave them that first buff, and they were a little bit too good after that.